What up, Tundra fam? It's your boy D-Doll Designs back here to give the update on my rear differential whine. So for anyone that's been following, I did an in-depth dive on my prior video, essentially explaining the noises and the issues that I've been having with my rear differential. To keep it short to the point, Toyota has 100% approved my full rear differential carrier and assembly replacement for my truck, which is great news. Like I said, holding my breath a bit to see if this actually does fix the issue, but nonetheless, we are getting a new rear end in the Tundra at 11,850 miles. So couldn't be happier with the outcome of the investigation. So essentially that's the short points. To go into it a little bit further, right? So I took my truck in on the, I want to say maybe the 18th. It was a Monday. And within, I think, 24 hours, I had received the A-OK from Toyota. Like I said in my prior video, they opened up a technical case, a TAS case with Toyota. And what I've still been trying to figure out is exactly why or what all went into the diagnosis of approval. All I've heard and been able to grab from my service advisor as well as my Toyota brand engagement case manager is that there was a long email sent by the head of service at the Toyota dealership that I've been dealing with that essentially detailed the approval process for the rear end. I have yet to see that email, so I will keep y'all posted with what I find out on that. In addition, I have finally received an estimated time of arrival for my parts, which they're putting at January 6th to January 15th. So they ordered them the day after I brought my truck in. So I want to say about December 19th, they ordered the parts. So as you can see, about a 3 to maybe 6 week lead time for the rear end assembly. Again, I'm more than willing to wait just a little bit longer to 100% fully ensure that the parts that I'm receiving are that of the SKU that have been going in the 2025 Tundras, because again, like I said in my earlier video, I test drove them and found that there was no noise going on in that. So that is absolutely fantastic news. In the meantime, they were so kind to hook me up with a brand new Toyota RAV4, the Adventure Edition. It's all-wheel drive, mud and snow rated tires. So for me, getting up and down the canyons should be no problem. I've definitely been struggling with the seating position in the RAV4. I think I've murdered my knee going into the vehicle about 5 or 6 times now. One of the main reasons I went with the Tundra is because I'm about 6'4", 250 pounds. So small vehicles and I usually don't get along. But I will say I did log about 33.6 mpg round trip from Salt Lake City to St. George. So I was pretty impressed with that. Just to kind of wrap everything up and together, I was able to really get some good conversations started throughout a few of the Facebook pages that I posted my initial video in, and it really seems to be somewhat all over the board. I've had people who said that yes, they're experiencing this whine in their 22s, 23s, 24s. I've had some that say no, they have zero whine in 22s, 23s, and 24s. I've had people who said that they've gotten the rear end replaced and it fixed it. I've had people say that they've gotten the rear end replaced and it didn't fix it, that they actually ended up getting rid of the truck because it wasn't getting fixed and it was bothering them that much. So again, I think what my personal next steps are going to be is to actually get more of an official data collection survey. So I'm thinking I'm going to release either a Google Sheets or a Excel spreadsheet to help owners document their issues, the mileages of failure, what they're experiencing, things like that, and really put together a more thorough case. I would also like to touch on the fact that in my last video, I suggested that there was a potential for a possible recall to be had from this issue. Someone did point out that a recall should be, by definition, the NHTSA, a safety issue, and I'm not really sure that this would technically qualify as a safety issue. So in terms of it actually being an official recall, I think that that's probably going to be minimal to zero. So thank you to whoever it is that pointed out that this is really not a safety issue. It's more of a drivability, longevity, and overall reliability concern. So there may be enough in there, but more than likely this could probably be fit into some sort of technical service bulletin. It seems like, again, it's not affecting every single truck across the board. It seems like it's sort of sporadic and intermittent. So maybe a TSB could be the next steps from Toyota for this. In final thoughts, just to wrap everything up, I am beyond pumped that my rear end is being replaced. I'm obviously not pumped that I'm having to get my rear end replaced in a brand new pickup truck, but it's just the world that we live in, and Toyota is standing behind their product and they're backing me 100% of the way. It was a little bit of a fight, but not really too much. Persistence was needed, but nonetheless, I don't think any shady things or, anything to cause alarm is really happening here, other than they want to take care of their customer and make it right. So absolutely stoked with the outcome. Gonna be obviously making a part 3, maybe a part 4, depending on how long or what I hear back from the process. So stay tuned for that. And then also just make sure to comment if this has been something that's affecting you. Please subscribe. I'm going to be coming out with a 10,000 or realistically 12,000 mile 1-year review of the good, the bad, the ugly, everything that I think about my Tundra. And I hope everyone has a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, whatever it may be. Onward and upward 2025. This is your boy D'Angelo out. See you next time with D Dollar Designs.